Amy, has it changed to the current Hangout, or is it still trying to show the old one?
For what?
Twitch.
It's still... Give it a second.
Give it a second, jeez.
Currently it says it's the Google, but everything's black, so I assume it's the old Hangout.
So I need to actually, stop
Close
it and
switch
start it
and
again.
start over.
Yeah.
Does that mean we have to get out?
No, because you can just edit this out. I'll just restart the stream, which will boot anyone in it, but... Oh well.
There's nobody in it. There was,
All right.
and then they left.
Here we go.
Okay.
Previously on the Chaotic Neutral podcast, the gang has arrived in the frontier town of Tristapal, rife with rain, mist, mud, speciesism, and weird behavior. After some shopping, light murder, and interrogation via self-immolation, the crew has learned that the inland forest hide more than just woodland critters. What mysterious monsters muster in the murky mists? What lurks in the long-abandoned ruins upon the lugubrious lake? Find out in this week's episode of the Chaotic Neutral podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Caleb, and I am joined tonight by Amy.
Hello. I play Kiki the Rogue.
And Alan.
Hi, I play Fiddle, the Confused Warrior.
And Shane.
I'm Bert, the most awesome warlock.
And finally, David.
And Kai.
And
That's all you need.
You know, after phoning Bert, it's...
Kai is a monk, by the way. So yeah, last time you guys got some clues pointing you inland. You've heard rumors of a cursed lake with ruins on an island in the middle of it. You've noticed that the townspeople tend to sort of face east at random and zone out. And Kiki has heard rumors of some sort of ruined structure out in the forests.
awesomeness.
And when we last left off, everyone had agreed to meet at the Silver Star, which is the inn that Li Hao was playing at, and head out first thing in the morning.
The gay club.
Silver Star, not 5-star.
Uh-huh.
And Alan, you're able to pick up your rapier just fine.
Okay.
Solved the puzzle yet?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull the puzzle out while I'm doing my spot A and
All right.
start working.
Roll intelligence.
Let's see here. 14.
All right. You make a little bit of progress, but you get stuck.
Okay.
So, what's your guys' plan? Are you gonna try to find a boat heading upriver, or are you gonna try to trek through the forest?
I don't mind going straight there, but I do want to get squared
No
away.
boats.
What?
No
No
boats.
boats?
No boats, they explode.
But I do want to get squared away at some point in this episode. What exactly I talked to her about, what I learned about the book, and all that crap. Because apparently I'm a dumbass.
You didn't so much learn anything, just that.
Just I learned that I didn't know it.
Yeah, like you learned the
Okay.
scope of how little you knew.
Uh,
And actually, as you guys are getting ready to head out, she runs up with a pack, and she's like, I heard you guys were gonna do an expedition into the forest, and I couldn't pass that up.
oh
No
my
one ever
God, you're
wants
coming
to
with
go into the
us.
forest.
She's coming with us, right? You're coming with us?
Well, that's my plan.
Awesome.
She is your responsibility.
She is Ellen. She's done something weird with her hair, but she's a high
No, I
elf.
approve of this plan.
Not my fucking problem.
Oh, well. There we go.
Really?
I am not responsible if I end up killing her.
Please don't do that.
Uh-huh. No! No!
Too much.
And as soon as Kiki does that, she sort of does that. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, I don't like her.
Starts like pacing around.
I get between her and Kiki and kind of put my arm around Ira and lead her away a little bit. Kind of trail off about, warlock power and all that crap. Outer gods and plates and glyph and whatnot.
So what's your guys' plan?
Stab her later.
Protect my woman.
Follow the dwarf.
Stab.
Wait, where'd the dwarf go? Where is Zerf with us? Sorta.
He is,
Where?
but he's wearing the
Cloak of
cloak of
Cloak of
unimportance.
Okay. We've got no reason to linger. Let's go into this cursed lake area. Right? You've got your sword. You've shaken off your addiction.
I'd say we stay
You
to the
feel
right.
from your.
I,
let's go.
before we, get there, need to have a conversation with my dagger. It's been a while.
Well, the dagger's very pleased with you.
Oh.
Because you've fed it. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, Kiki has a dagger that likes to devour souls, and when she killed that merchant, the dagger feasted.
I call it Spike. Oh, is that what I called it?
Honestly, don't remember.
Oh god, I named
Whatever
it. I forgot.
whatever you called it, it didn't like that.
Pointy, spiky. That's when we
Remember,
had our
but I do
problem.
remember it going down to a +2.
And it
when
went
you
back
did that.
up because I killed things, and then I stopped calling it Spike. Because that's why it went down.
It does approve of going into the forest.
Awesome.
That's your guide.
The girl, she's an elf?
Yeah.
Should I kill the elf?
No.
I should kill the elf,
I'm
right?
gonna say yes because it's living.
Yeah, it wants her soul.
If you asked, should I kill Bert? It should say, yeah, you should kill
It
Bert.
would, yeah.
If you ask, should I kill myself? It would say yes.
I feel like I don't know that, so...
It's locked away in Kiki's no thoughts.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna look into that for you. That's all I need to know. That it's happy.
So yeah, again, what tack do you take through the forest?
Is there a trail leading out to the supposed lake? No, nothing.
Nope.
I guess
No,
we'll follow the
there's-
bank of the river.
So there's the road leading in from the south, and there is a bridge leading to the start of a road leading north, but that they say there's nothing out that way, that it just sort of peters out. It follows the coast for a little ways and then stops. Their only routes are they do river travel, upriver, and sea travel, and they don't really do overland travel from here.
So do we need a boat? Like for
Well,
the
Ira's like, well, depending on, it's probably easiest to travel by river. You could find a boat
Whatever.
that'll take you all the way up to the falls.
okay.
Whenever she's around, I want to sharpen my dagger in front of her.
And she,
I'm gonna wear that
if
thing
she
out.
sees it, she'll sit there and like peer intently at it
Okay.
and kind of do the, like reaching out and then stopping herself.
Oh, touch it, I dare you. I dare you to touch it!
Like peeking over your shoulder.
Uh-huh.
Ira, come here. I gotta tell you something about that little girl.
She's a fascinating one.
She is fascinating. She's very different. She's very different. I would advise you to not do whatever it is you're doing right now.
She has like an artifact that I don't know the origin.
It
I
is.
don't
It
know
is.
the
But in
properties.
her hands, it's not your friend. So let's just leave it at that, and just stick around me, and I'll fill you in about the little quirks of our little motley crew.
So Fennel said no boats. She's recommending a boat.
Oh.
No
Why not?
boats.
Oh, because boats explode.
Boats explode and kill my friends.
What? Not all boats do.
So much blood.
These are just river barges.
Going like this. No boats. No boats.
Did a boat explode on you?
Not
Or
on
did
me.
you?
From underneath me.
What caused the explosion?
I don't know.
Wasn't that Bert?
How did you survive?
No, that was
I
not.
don't know. Wait, Bert made the boat explode?
Mm.
Did you?
No, a bird.
Pretty
No, it
sure.
was a bird. She said bird. A bird flew into your little stasis bubble.
Bird.
popped.
Bird. Bird.
A bird.
The
I thought
word.
you said Bert.
There was a stasis bubble?
This-
Something like that.
And now she starts peering at Fennel very intently.
Did you know he's two people?
What? There's two people.
This
She's
is
a
going off the
fucking
rails
special
so fucking
butterfly.
quick.
Look, no boats. No boats. Can we make a deal? A friendly team
We'll
deal.
have
no
a
boats.
good little trek up the river. How about that?
Like a
It's-
walk?
A walk.
You mean a walk?
It's
Yeah,
going to be
well-
really funny when you guys need to get to Kiva.
Jesus Christ.
We're not going to need to get there.
Shit. Wait, no, we'll knock you out. We'll feed you some kind of
It's gonna be
Yeah.
the fucking 18th.
we're just gonna
Have some milk.
yeah,
We're
we're gonna grind up some milk,
Tolerate.
valerian root, and we're just gonna shove
Yep.
that root down your throat.
It's fine. Whatever.
Okay, so you guys are going to walk along the riverbank?
Unless we have another mode of travel, like they sell sturges there.
I'm good with starches.
Sturges have a... Well, you still have Fozzie and the cart.
We do have Fozzie in the cart. Let's
Fozzie!
take
The cart is going to have trouble navigating off-road through the forest,
It's not
much to
full
Lee
of
Howe's
that.
chagrin.
I have to leave Fozzie?
Fozzie can come with, because
You can ride
forests
Fozzie.
and owlbears, go together like bears and woods.
And poop.
In which they should,
But-
yeah.
Owlbear.
Sturges, no, you can't really ride your sturge at speed through the undergrowth.
Yeah, let's take Fozzie. That's all I care about.
All right.
The Foz
All right,
man.
We'll be back in like a couple days, Lee Howe. I swear to
Waka
God.
waka.
You're coming with us, but we'll be back to the cart in a couple days.
Okay, so you guys start heading off upriver. It's pretty slow going. Roll
During
me.
this time.
Whoever's got. Are any of you trained in survival?
Nope.
I think
Negative.
Zerf is.
I know
Yeah,
he is,
Zerf
but he's
is.
unimportant.
Shit.
So, no.
Well, I guess you guys are gonna do okay. You're just gonna use rations, I guess.
Sure.
Nobody brought the Cheetos.
Bert, during this time, would you tell me you fought a fire elemental?
Oh, I would have told you everything about that. How I did the whole thing single-handedly. Lee
So
Howe
excited.
and the clay golem that I befriended cowered in the corner like bitches.
Douchebag.
And I'm going to chastise you and say, you didn't catch it for me?
Yeah, I had to kill it. I had to banish it because it was going to kill everybody. I couldn't risk it because y'all are so important to me.
You had that tube
What tube? It has a
Catch
wind
it.
element in it,
to catch elementals.
but it's full of the
Gave you-
wind elemental.
Oh, never mind.
Can I have more than one in it? Says the mage.
I thought I gave you a couple more.
I only have the one written down. It's a crystal vial with a wind elemental in it. Did you give me? I thought I only had the one. Shit.
Way to
Caleb, did
fuck
I have
that
one
up.
on one?
That's up to you guys. If you didn't write it down.
I thought you kept them all, and I only had the one with the.
Oh, I thought I gave you a couple more vials.
Oh. Yeah, I thought you had them all. I didn't write them down.
Okay. Well, I give you a couple of vials.
Okay.
A couple of the vials.
All right. So, first night out. What do you guys just set up in the tiny hut?
What hut?
The one I can conjure with a ritual.
Sure.
It makes
I'll
all
get
of us. Yeah, it keeps us all safe. We can see out, but nobody can see in.
All 5
Get
of us
nice and
plus the
cozy.
girl plus Lee Howe
Plus
It's
Fozzie.
big on the inside.
plus Fozzie?
Fozzie would not come inside.
Yes, he would.
Then you can sleep in Fozzie's wonderful little chest of feathers.
Pouch.
Okay. If he doesn't come in, I'm tearing it down.
You can't. It's magic.
Light it on fire.
Again.
Stab you in your sleep.
I'm locking the door.
All right. So does anyone stay up?
Yes.
I know that the elves just sort of meditate.
Yeah.
Only for the first, I don't know how long I need to sleep, but for the first half.
Ear out for tiny little
Okay.
steps.
God, this is mostly an elven party at this point. Fucking hell.
This party sucks.
Um,
I don't know what I'm halfling of. Am I? Never mind.
halflings are not half something.
No.
They're-
Wow.
It's half person, half nothing else.
No.
Know your
All
bloodlines.
right.
Give me your nerd card so I can rip it up.
No. You can have it. I don't know my D&D. I'm sorry.
We're gonna at least cut a corner from it.
Yeah.
Just a corner.
There's a punch card. There's a, you only
I'm
have
a girl. Mine's bigger than most of. Go ahead.
So those of you that are awake or conscious, roll me perception checks.
I don't wanna.
10.
24.
22.
Not working. Not working.
It's not rolling?
Not working.
There it is.
There
There it is.
19 for Kai. So, Bert's conscious in the dead of night?
Yeah, but I didn't notice anything. It's like 10.
Oh, okay. The rest of you see probably, it's hard to gauge distance in the night in the forest, but off to the south, you see what looks like a lantern bobbing in between the trees.
To the trees.
Spooky.
So many things.
Okay, I'll go out and investigate.
All right. So roll me a perception.
20 volts.
Okay. Roll me a reflex save and you have advantage. So Dex, sorry.
Thanks.
I mean, guys, I playing 4E too much.
That's,
Don't understand that formula.
neither
That
do
looks
I.
like you.
2d20 KH1. What's
Do you
KH1?
do you always have advantage on Dex saves?
Yes?
Or is that just your, if you have an advantage on dex save, this is your macro?
That's the advantage. And then it takes the high number.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just making sure that, like, you have a class feature that gives you advantage on dex saves.
Saving throw dexterity.
That just means you're proficient.
Well, it looks like this is just his
I thought
if
you
he
said
has
I had
advantage for that.
You can add your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, the macro assumes he has an advantage.
But it looks like this is the macro that he uses in case he has advantage.
Yeah, and I'm checking to make sure that he actually does.
I thought you said I did.
SP's cheating.
Oh, you do.
Okay.
That's right. Okay.
I've never seen it before.
I spaced that. That happened just seconds ago, and I spaced that.
You said
Yeah.
I had advantage.
So you're sort of following this thing through the forest, and all of a sudden you realize that you're about to step on a pit trap, and you jump back at the last second as the ground just collapses in front of you, and the lantern blinks out.
It could have been the second time we lost Kai.
I look down the pit trap, see how far it goes.
Light it up.
It's a good 30 feet or so with spikes at the bottom.
Ooh, punch sticks.
I walk back to camp.
All right.
Oh, patrol rails.
Don't follow.
About halfway
the
back,
li-
you see a lantern bobbing off to your south. Or no, that was to the south, so you see one bobbing off to the east, sort of moving along through the forest. The rest of you guys see one off to the southeast.
Well, my character isn't very smart. So I guess I go to the east.
All right. Do the rest of you stay in camp?
I didn't see anything, so I'm
Okay.
content.
No.
I'm pretty smart,
I go
so I'm not gonna
towards
go
the
over
light.
there.
Sorry, Amy?
I go towards the light.
Okay. Both of you roll me
With,
perception checks.
Fozzie.
Okay. Fozzie actually doesn't want to follow.
Damn it,
21.
Fozzie!
What's Ira doing?
She's just meditating in her elven trance.
You want perception?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Do you, when Fozzie like sits there like resolutely not moving, do you insist on going after the lantern?
I do. Because
Okay.
Kai went.
Kai's been gone. Kai went, and you heard like off in the distance sort of a faint crashing sound.
So if Fozzie's out there, I'm gonna go without him if he doesn't want to go.
Yeah, Fozzie's staying at camp. He does not want to go.
17.
Okay. So, both of you make reflex saves. Kai still has advantage.
Okay.
That's Dex, by the way. Okay. Kai rolled a 17 on his save, by the way.
What's the KH variable mean?
Highest?
Keep high one.
Oh, okay.
If you do KL, it keep low one.
Oh.
Oh,
Jesus
What a
Christ.
test.
That was pretty. That was really
What a
pretty.
test.
too bad that was not you.
Yeah, I know, right? I was just
I
testing
do like the
macro
face
out.
Amy's pulling in my hangout, though.
Yep. That's
What?
You froze on.
And then you went down to like,
Sad face.
yeah.
So Amy, I'm waiting on your reflex roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. What do I have to roll?
It's a D20 plus your dexterity saving. That's gonna do it.
Mm.
If it's a
Just-
reflex roll, I have evasion.
Yeah, which would apply if you had been hit by it, but you managed. So the both of you like meet up in this sort of small glade. The lantern's on the other end of it, and as you get ready to step into the glade, you manage to jump back at the last second as Return of the Jedi style, two logs swing in and smash right where you would have been.
Bullshit.
And again, the
Somebody
lantern
set up a
blinks
trap?
out.
That's the second trap I ran into.
That's some bullshit. That's it? No light, just a trap? Can I see anything around the area?
Actually, it's very dark because there's sort of that constant fog and cloud cover that's stopping the. There's a stupid name for it, but ring shine. Light reflected off the rest of the ring from illuminating the forest.
Alright.
This is part of this.
Okay, let's not follow any more lights.
Alright.
So you guys head back to camp.
Yep.
As you're about halfway back, again off to the west, you see a lantern bobbing in between the tree trunks.
I'm gonna go off west.
Kiki has a learning disability.
Takes two.
I got a good intelligence, and yet I'm still stupid.
Actually, you guys can both roll me just flat out intelligence rolls.
$19.
So Kai, I'm pretty sure Kai's intuition has told him at this point, probably not a good idea to follow it. Fool me once, that sort of thing. But Kiki, you remember stories that you've heard about creatures called will-o-wisps that appear as sort of orbs of light that lead travelers astray, and they try to get them crippled and stranded far away from help so that they can feed on the anguish as the creatures die.
Oh. Yeah, let's not go that way. All done with that.
Okay, so aside from the will-o-wisps continuing to dance just on the edge of vision, the rest of the night passes uneventfully. Next day doesn't so much dawn as it just sort of gets increments brighter until it's as bright as it's going to get beneath the cloud cover and the fog. The river flows quietly below you. You're atop steep banks, and you can see that there is some sort. As you travel along, you do see a barge or two going either way along the river. So we're gonna put you. Actually, that's pretty good. What are you guys trying to get to? The lake or?
Well, isn't the lake the central part of it?
The lake is. And actually, I can go ahead and just reveal this. They've told you that the lake is out beyond where they go, but it's sort of this area, and that there is a ruin in the center of the lake.
The ruin was
they
what I
call-
wanted to get to, yeah.
They call that ruin the Sorrows. Kiki heard about another ruin in the forest somewhere.
Oh, it's a different one. Okay. So, is Kiki leading this one? Because we're thinking about two different places then.
Well, you guys have been following the riverbank, and so that's what I'm trying to decide
Yeah.
is are you guys going to try to find this one off in the middle of the forest, or are you going to go towards the one in the middle of the lake?
Well, we'd kind of need a barge to get to one in the middle of the lake. So we probably want to go to the one The Sorrows is in the middle of the lake, right? The one we're going to is
Yes.
something different.
Doctor
The
Go
Sorrows
down
are
the
in the middle of the
forest.
lake.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
other
And
one you
then-
don't really have a location on other than somewhere in the forest.
I feel like we can find it and then drug our friends to go in the middle of the lake.
Are we going to hijack a barge before we do that?
I don't know, something.
Kiki, you got water.
And I guess if that's your main concern
That's
is
true.
finding a way to get to the middle of the lake,
That's right. Yeah.
you know, I have labeled that as Vila, which is one of the sisters. So it's kind of in the DM's agenda to get you to that middle of the lake. So
Okay.
there is going to be a method to get there.
I
available.
figured Kiki's water and her ring combined might be able to. I don't know. Like what?
Leave you bitches behind.
Like
Yeah, take on the whole thing by
season,
yourself.
Season 2 of Legend of Korra, where they're on the icebergs and like using them as motorboats.
Yes.
Can this boat outrun my crazy waterbending ex-girlfriend? Why do you think I built this boat in the first place?
All right, let's
All
go
right,
to Bob
so-
Vila's.
Bob Vila.
Let's go to this old ruin.
Was that a fine from Amy?
What? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No boats.
So you guys travel upriver a few more days, and you finally reach a small settlement at the base of some pretty impressive falls. The town is called Lugos Falls, and
Of course it is.
and the falls are also called Lugos Falls. It's not even really a town. It's more like a lumber camp. There's a jetty for barges to put in at. There's sort of a cook tent, and there are several other sort of ramshackle cabins around it. And you see several footpaths going off towards areas where they've been chopping trees. It is pre-industrial, so, you know, it's not as clear-cut as you might envision. They've cleared an area around their camp, but they still have hardly made a dent in the forest itself.
Do
Do you guys visit, or do you just sort of head on up?
I don't have anything to say to these woodsmen. What about you guys? So what's the deal with the ruins at in the lake?
And off in the forest, you hear, "I'm a lumberjack, and that's okay." These guys don't know what you're talking about. They're like, "Up at the lake? Well, we don't go there."
Oh, you don't go up those falls.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's an old rod cut into the side of that cliff there.
You don't go
But
down that route.
We don't go up that rod.
Not that rod, huh? Well, why not?
Because there's nothing but sorrow at the end of that rod.
We should go down that road.
Let's go down that rod.
So you guys, it takes you a little bit of searching, but you do find stone steps carved into the side of the cliff face next to these falls. And at one point, they actually go into a tunnel beneath the falls, and then up the other side of the cliff for a little while, and then cross back under. And when you're in that tunnel, the sound of these falls is just deafening. And finally, you reach the top at the shore of this broad lake, and out in the middle you can see a large island covered in sort of dilapidated stone structures. The lake itself is completely still. There are no waterfowl sitting on it, and the silence of the forest is oppressive. Like you feel like you reach the top, and
Impressive.
thank you. And even the sound of the falls die away. And up here, the sort of constant light rainfall has become more steady, so that it's legit rain rather than just sort of the misty drizzling.
So it's raining, but the water's still completely still. No drops. or
No,
anything?
like there's ripples, but there's no there's no
okay.
wind, no waves.
Can I do an Arcana check on the on the lake?
Yeah,
See if
sure,
there's
why
something-
not?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
14.
I don't have my magical walking stick. Wait, maybe
You don't have it?
Um.
I was referencing Ewoks.
Oh.
Oh. It's like you lost that thunder rod.
There is sort of a curse laying over the whole region, it seems.
Do I think that it will be cursed if we go into it, or is it just cursing the area?
It's hard to say. You know that you can tell that the constant rainfall is part, like it never stops raining. The pall, the gloom, the silence
Hmm.
is all part of the curse.
Looks like a pretty benign curse.
You say
Fix it.
before
Shall we
having to camp in the rain.
Shall we swim it?
I wouldn't go in the water. Just to be safe. But let's camp.
A tentacle breaks the surface of the black water.
Hmm.
I'm not going to steal that directly from Tolkien. So yeah, you guys set up camp.
And then, if nothing happens in the night, we
Okay.
can.
Just wanted to make sure that you guys were camping, setting
'Cause
up
it's-
for the night.
It's nighttime, right? I mean, we're not camping at like 2 in the afternoon.
It's towards late afternoon. You could probably press on and get a little closer to the island, like get towards that southern bay of the lake.
Okay. Let's keep going until we actually get to the lake then.
Like it's here. You're sort of here at
You're-
where the lake flows in over the falls.
Yeah.
You guys can just barely make out sort of down here what looks like the remains of like a fishing village. There are a few huts clustered along the shore there.
See what horrible thing happened in that place.
Actually, that's several days. I forgot this is a huge fucking lake, so that's
Oh,
like
okay.
days away. So
All right.
let's move that little fishing village closer.
Okay.
Who's coloring on my map?
I don't know. You are.
David.
Amy, you're silent.
Sorry.
I can actually. It looks like I can move your fucking drawings and make them bigger. Delete them. Okay,
Sorry. I don't know how to delete them.
so Amy, roll me a D100, please.
$42.
Kiki has
Go here. And then here.
What? What?
David's drawing all over the map.
Oh, I still can't see that.
No.
So you have a very unsettling dream that you are trying to write a history of someone.
That's Okay.
and
We can
and
try
you're
and
writing
write
it.
s-
For some
script.
reason, you've chosen to write it in sand. But every time you start to get going, water comes and washes away the first half of what you've written. And the faster you try to write and the more you try to preserve whatever knowledge you're trying to preserve, the faster it erodes away. And you wake up exhausted and irritable.
God,
What's funny is when it was in Alan's teal, I didn't notice it, but when
I didn't
David...
Awful! Nobody wants to see the bad penis drawings. Oh, God,
Podcast
you're like children.
professionalism. Alan's drawing dicks spooging.
I don't know how to draw. How do you draw?
I just found out you could draw.
So I saw that little pop-up over your icon says Alan started using the Draw app. I'm like, oh shit.
Well, that's
That is.
well. The thing is that's a different thing. Roll20 has the ability to draw within it.
I don't know how to delete that.
I took care of it.
Sorry.
Trying to build atmosphere, you
No.
motherfuckers.
No. We're at penis drawing.
Alan. Roll me a D100, please.
Punish us, Caleb.
Um.
28.
So you have a dream that there's this big war going on, and someone has to stay behind to sort of but protect the evacuation of a city. Like, one guy has to hold the gates and hold off the hordes long enough to get the civilians out. And you are that guy. And you're just like, make sure that my sacrifice is remembered. And so then you die a glorious death. But you remain as a ghost and become more and more bitter as no one tells of your heroic sacrifice. And you also wake up exhausted and irritable.
That's pretty sad.
Shane, roll me a d20.
20? Okay.
Or, sorry, d100.
I thought I was getting something special. 85.
Your dream isn't quite so bad as the others. You have a dream that there's a threat to everything that you hold dear, and you and your friends have banded together to stop it, and you've realized that in order to do so, someone's going to have to sacrifice their own life. Like, it has to be a willing sacrifice, and you're responsible to choose which of your friends is going to die in order to save the world. And finally, David, roll me a d100.
52.
So likewise, yours doesn't really disturb you as much. You have a dream that you're building like your life masterpiece, the best thing you'll ever make, and but you know that when it gets used, it'll be destroyed, and no one will remember it, and you won't get any recognition or credit for it. And you don't wake up as bad off as Kiki or Fennel, but that's what you do have this. Elves typically just meditate and then they wake up, but you do have this distinct dream.
Okay.
Sorry, there's this giant fucking ant crawling up my blinds. Trying to decide whether I should do something about it. Or whether gravity's just gonna do it for me. So it's rained steadily all through the night. And it's still raining as the morning comes. What do you guys do?
Ask Kiki to do something about this rain.
Is she even there? Oh, there she is.
Tiki,
What?
can you block this rain a little bit?
Can I do what now?
Bend the rain.
Sure. How do I do that?
Roll
been-
me a. Yours was intelligence, I believe.
Or part the lake.
Oh.
So
9.
You've-
Oh, it's so sad.
you've tried doing these sorts of things before and failed because you didn't know how to do it well. But this time when you attempt it, you get the sense that there's something actively resisting you, preventing you from pulling off what you're trying to do.
So it's
Um,
pretty much a gur of the. I can't.
Yeah, but it's almost as if someone is directly opposing it, like someone else who has the same power as you, who's much stronger and better using it than you, is preventing you from doing anything with it. I'm sorry, give me just a moment.
How big is the ant?
It's like this fucking big, and it's like really scary looking. So I'm just gonna kick that outside.
Like a bullet ant or something?
Like it's like got a weird fuzzy bulbous ass. Like I'm not even sure it's an ant. It almost looks like a wasp, but it's crawling.
Oh, potato bug?
So yeah, it's really gross.
Hmm. This is the season for nasty shit.
What should we do?
I was going to suggest fire, but maybe not a good idea.
It'd be funny if he shows up on screen with a can of WD-40 and a lighter.
Okay, you son of a bitch, I'll tell you why it's not okay to trek
You
inside.
see like random bursts of flames.
He comes rolling out of the side of the screen.
Yeah.
Got the thing up. Oh god, it's mutating!
Ant crawls across the camera.
And there goes Caleb to get the WD-40.
There he goes. He's got a lighter.
Comes back with a hammer.
Spider falling from the ceiling.
Accidentally murdered it.
Accidentally murdered.
Yeah, there was no accident.
There's like,
No, I was legit gonna
What,
throw it
broken your
inside.
knuckles?
Or call
Flailing
it
and just
Tita.
whacking it to death.
am I the only person who just like destroys insects on sight? Like knuckles ground into the
No, I
to
tend
the
to.
floor.
so.
Okay.
I hung
I
out
just-
with Jimmy too long. I kill nothing now.
I don't know. It's not their fault that I built a place in their environment. But,
There are more of them than there are of us, so it's fine.
true. I don't know. Maybe I've read too much Buddhism. Anyway, so it's the next day. Kiki can't do her water flexing.
I suck.
That's okay.
Again, it's not necessarily you.
What did it look like when you tried? I catch on what you guys are doing?
I do this like I don't know.
Do you do
Hands
the
up.
was that the what's that show called, Naruto, where they just
Never.
do the things like that?
I was thinking like waterbending in Avatar, like the
Oh, the Tai Chi.
yeah. The fury of the five poses.
Ugh. I don't think air's going to do anything here, so I'm not even going to bother to try. Damn it. So let's-
Captain Planet.
With our powers
You
combined.
guys should form.
Well, we only have 3 of the 5 elements right now.
It's true.
Well, and Lasting Unity has shown that
There's another one, yeah.
that it's not just the big ones,
Yeah.
because he has
It's a
apparently
shadow, right?
control over lightning.
Oh, it's lightning? Okay. I couldn't tell because the only time I remember like understanding what he was doing, the light in the room just kind of like dimmed. It was like, oh, this son of a bitch has shadow.
No, that was something else that caused.
Oh, okay. Back in
No,
Tyrion.
when you guys were in your jail cell in Tyrion, and he was mocking you. Someone tried. I think Kai tried to blast him with fire, and he turned around and zapped him, Emperor style.
I thought it was a spell. Okay. So, did we make it to the village? This fishing.
Yeah.
Still creeps out.
Sort of domed huts made out of cattails. A few canoes pulled up on the shale. Sort of some rotting nets hanging around. It's only like 3 or 4 huts, and it looks like a fire pit in the middle, and that's about it.
Does it look like lived in? Are people here?
No.
Oh, great. So we can just take a boat.
I think we're gonna have to knock out Fennel.
Looks like you
No
already.
boat. No boat.
No boat.
No boat. No, we don't need a boat.
What do we need? Why not? Why no boat?
Seriously?
Lee Howe's like, what? How do you expect us to get over there?
No, it's fine, guys. No
And
boat.
Ira's like, no, really, how? That's where the stuff is. That's where we need to go.
I whispered to Bert, no fucking boat, dude.
Okay, so
Knock him out first, and then we get a boat.
I get in the canoe and say, "Who's coming with me?"
I don't know how to choke a man out. I read. Wait, I did that wrong. I don't know how to choke him out.
Okay, I don't have a poison that will knock him out. I have a poison that will kill him.
How about you just like latch onto him and then choke him out?
Crawl up him and just... Can I try doing that? I mean, how well is that going to go over?
Should we sit him down first? Like, listen, we're gonna have to do something a little unorthodox to get you.
That's this entire group's mission.
You have nothing that will knock him out?
That's not even part of my spell set. Like, I can't even choose sleep.
You're awesome. Just awesome.
Okay.
You know what? I'm
Lee
tired
Howe.
of your negativism.
Lee Howe concentrates for a minute.
Wait. I chose a 4th level spell. Dimension Door. Will that get me to the Vila Island?
By yourself?
No, I think doesn't it open a door though? Like, or is it just a one guy? Dimension Door, one action. Oh, it's only 500 feet.
Yeah, that's not going to get you out there.
No. Never mind.
You would have to cast that several times
Yeah.
because you'd have to carry each person back and forth. But Lee Howe concentrates for a second. And everyone within 20 feet of Fennel needs to make a charisma saving throw.
I suppose that's all of us?
I walked over.
It
Myself
depends on how
included.
clumped up you are. His main goal is to have Fennel make this throw.
Oh,
I rolled a fucking 5.
I got an 18. I don't know where I am.
9 total.
Oh my
that's really
goodness. Yeah.
Um,
That's
So-
really good.
Has that ever happened in D&D? Oh, good, a 1. Thank Christ.
Yay!
So those of you who failed, and his save DC is like a 17,
Holy shit, I just got that.
are not able to be frightened.
So.
So
Who's doing what now?
Li Hao just cast a spell called Calm Emotions that prevents people from being frightened.
That sounds like something I would want.
I think that's a bard and cleric.
Why would you be frightened?
Well, I mean, it's you can choose to fail it if you want, but you can also use it like he's using it here. Of I know that Fennel's afraid of getting on boats, so I'm going to make it so that he can't feel fear.
Fuck yeah. A boat. Let's get on
Yeah,
that thing.
I don't want to be afraid of things.
I choose to fail it.
All right, so everyone gets on the boat.
Yeah, boats. Let's go to the bad place.
So Kiki can make this thing really fast, right?
Yep.
Go ahead and roll me
Because I have the water.
roll me an intelligence check, Kiki.
Don't fail.
Don't say that! Jackass.
Don't fuck it up, kid.
13.
You feel.
Can I
like-
assist with air power?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a charisma.
Set fire to the boat.
Oh, that's really good.
We do
20.
what now?
I'm sorry, Shane.
Shut up.
20.
Okay,
Not a
so
natural
you
20, but...
Kiki can't seem to get her water power to work. Again, you feel like someone's opposing you, and they're stronger and more adept at this than you are.
Crap.
Bert, you managed to get a decent breeze going, and you guys set up some makeshift sails and get the boat headed out. And so it's actually going to take you all day to get over, and you land sort of at an old stone jetty right about nightfall. And do you guys remember what time we started?
I don't. It was after 10.
Yeah.
A little bit after
We're
10.
coming up on an hour, yeah.
Okay. So I think that's where we're going to go ahead and cut it. And then we will start next week with exploration of the ruined, lost city of Vila. Until then, keep it chaotic.
Bye.
Adios.